I think you're really trying to see how you can free yourself from this situation. And I think you made a decision to take the blindfold off and see the situation for what it was, and to really go back to who you are authentically, like I said earlier, and finding out who the F you are as a human being, and regaining that confidence and that clarity, and really doing some internal healing. Because with this Eight of Swords here, if you look at it, I mean, here she's bound up in the mirror, but here she is totally free. Like, you're free of this, and you have free will and free choice to make these decisions, and you aren't bound by your job or people that you choose to have in your life. You can make a different decision. And so I think the biggest message here for Scorpios is it's time to move on with something, and only you know what that is, right? There's something also that you're mourning. And it could be the loss of this, maybe you've been in this business field for a long time, or maybe you lost somebody close to you, but there is a sense of loss, but you are being covered, you are being protected even. All right, Scorpio, good morning, good day, and good evening, darlings. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amanda Marissa. I am here, Scorpios, to do your reading for October, baby, but all my readings are timeless. Scorpios, what messages do we have for you from Spirit, Source, the Universe, God, and the Creator that I can help guide you with and give you clarity on? What messages do my Scorpio collective need to hear? If you're new to my channel, you are in for a treat. If you're a current subscriber, thumbs upper, commenter, or super hyper, definitely know that I'm sending you all my love, light, and sprinkles. I appreciate each and every one of you, for real. And there is a new hype button, so if you leave a comment and you slide the comment box over, it says hype, and you can hype me up, and basically just hit it. It gives me more exposure. It's a new feature on YouTube, and if we do that for FREE, I would appreciate it. And let's get into it. I want to know what's going on with the Scorpio collective. What kind of messages can you look forward to for this fall? What guidance do I have for you? Let's get into it. Let me know where you're watching from. YouTube is global. It blows my mind. So comment where you're watching from if you're new, or if you're a return viewer also. I always like to know that. Scorpios are not feeling it right now. Some of you guys could be changing jobs or occupations. I feel like the Scorpio collective I'm speaking to today is not feeling like whatever they've been doing has been yielding enough money or stability. They're also tired of having to work and do everything on their own. I feel like there's a sense of overwhelm, of just like carrying the burden for so long, carrying the responsibilities, carrying the breadwinner and bringing in the money. It's almost like you just really want to break from it. Some of you guys could be actually taking a break, like I said, maybe leaving a job, or you could be taking a vacation just to get your mindset right. But I do feel like there's a sense of travel or moving away from a situation, whether it's temporary or permanent here with the Six of Swords here. Also, next to the Six of Swords, we have the Lovers card here. I do feel like there's something that has been let go of. Now, this could be a family member, this could be a friend, this could be, like I said, it could be a business. The Lovers, Gemini energy is all about a decision and a choice. And I feel like there's some choice that you had to make that has been pretty heartbreaking, having to do with something close to you in your life. Again, this is some kind of choice that you made about somebody who you like, who you care about. It's not even like, something you love, care about, that you had to make a decision to let go of. There's some kind of letting go here, and it's really kept you in this dark cloud. So whatever you've recently had to say goodbye to, let go of, is definitely have you in this energy of like, mentally you're not all the way here. Like, your judgment is clouded, and I do feel like there's a sense of being taken away, and that could be just mentally, or it could be figuratively, like I said, like traveling or leaving something. But there is something that that is definitely no longer attached to you, and it also is a sense of you not feeling anchored, not feeling grounded right now. There's a sense of feeling uncertain kind of about everything, reevaluating a lot of life. Also, we have the Six of Pentacles here. Sixes may be significant for you just because there's a lot of sixes. We have the Six of Wands, Six of Pentacles, Six of Swords. We have 3 sixes. Interesting. 666, which does not mean, does not have to mean a negative number like people say that's devil, but I don't think so. So anyway, if it means that for you, then that's what it means. But the Six of Pentacles in reverse here is like, I don't feel like you felt like you've had the reciprocity from people around you, like supporting you. Again, I feel like this is something that you've been doing on your own, whether this is work, whether this is just life, and you haven't felt like you've had those connections where people are feeding into you or helping you out financially, for sure. I'm not seeing that at all. I'm seeing that this is, again, a heavy weight that you've had to carry. No one has been pouring into your cup. I feel like you pour into others and you're not seeing the same reciprocal energy coming through. What's interesting though, is despite this heavy loaded energy here of, you know, like having to move on, having to let go of things, not feeling the greatest, there is some kind of silver lining, particularly with the Six of Wands being upright at the end of the row, because this is success. Somehow throughout this journey that you're going through in this timeline, there is like this really pivotal point where you find yourself, where you find the power and return back to self and realize who you are. Because this is something like, you realize how great you are. You realize how much you have to offer. Like, I feel like this is going from a pretty negative kind of mindset and giving up and almost despair to like, wow, I know who I am. So this is a really big transformation, dark night of the soul kind of period for the Scorpios that I'm speaking to. But the positive thing in this is that whatever is going on, it really leads you back to your own internal power and who you are, and this belief system about what you have to offer, not just yourself, but the world, right? Let's get clarifiers. What is this Nine of Pentacles about for my Scorpios? Reverse, feeling the load. Feeling the load. It's about moving on. I told you it's about, we have the Six of Swords again. This is about you leaving a position, a job, or just tired of being a part of something. So only you know what that is. You can comment down below what that is for you, but there's something here that you are definitely choosing to move away from. So we have 2 sixes. Remember I said sixes are significant because now we have 4 sixes on the board out of 6 cards. That's a lot of sixes. What are the Scorpios moving away from? Oh my God, it's the Six of Wands that was standing up that I just pulled. You're moving into an area where you feel like you can be more successful, where you feel like you can be more you. I feel like there's a sense of whatever you've been doing, it hasn't been aligned with who you are. You've been feeling a little bit lost about what has made you who you are, what has created the life that you are. And so there's a lot of internal conflict, analyzing going on that has to do with how can you get to this point of being the successful Scorpio that you want to be living the life, and where do you go? What does that look like? Is it a different job? Is it a different location? Where can you be the most successful and happiest at? Six, 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 six. Y'all need to be looking up these sixes and what this means. All these sixes. The Lovers in reverse, we have the Queen of Wands. So whatever choice this is, whatever you're moving towards, Scorpio, there's this big sense here about it really empowering you when you let go of something and you move on into this new direction. And again, this could be physically moving, this could be moving mentally changing your mindset. But there's something here about you feeling more empowered, you feeling more certain, you more confidence. There's something here about confidence. And if this was a love situation that you let go of, like you're building back your confidence, you're feeling better about yourself. There's some kind of growth here with this Queen of Wands energy. Again, it's the sense of finding your way back to you and realizing who you are that's really significant in this reading. Clarify the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Whoever you were working with, or even in a connection with, friendships or lover, like I said, you didn't feel like it was equal give and take. There was no reciprocity here. Reciprocity, is that how you say that? Yeah. Let's clarify the Six of Pentacles. The Hierophant. Yeah, you've really had to, and you may have talked to somebody about this work situation. You may have talked to somebody about this connection, about it not working out. Like maybe you've gotten some guidance from a mentor or somebody who you really entrust, who you put on a pedestal because they're really knowledgeable and they have a lot of wisdom. But it's like you heard something that made you realize this probably isn't the right direction. It made you think twice about what you were doing, and it also was kind of the factor that pushed you into making this decision of moving on and cutting somebody off. Also, I think intuitively and just in your own being and spirit, you already knew that this was something that would be beneficial for you to do, because you were already seeing the writing on the wall that you couldn't move forward with this. But I think whoever you talked to really helped you kind of weigh out your options and had you think from a different perspective, or allowed you to think from a different perspective to make that decision on your own. We have Taurus energy showing up here with that Hierophant. Let's clarify the Six of Wands. What is the success about? What is this level up? We have the Six of Wands twice, and we also have the Six of Swords twice. So going in different, moving on, leaving a situation, and then success. So whatever you're leaving, there's great success and fortune for you. There's a level up. There's like, it's almost like if you're playing a game, you won and you level up and you move up to the next level. What's the Six of Wands about? What is the success about for Scorpios? What is the success about for Scorpios? It's about curiosity. It's about trying something new. It's about exploring options that don't feel familiar. Huh. Okay. Let's see. Any other messages for my Scorpio collective that I can provide? Any other messages for my Scorpio collective? Any other messages? Okay. We have the Page of Swords again in reverse. Page of Pentacles, Page of Swords, King of Cups in reverse, and Ace of Wands. There is something that you are looking for internally that is more creative, more in alignment, more authentic to who you are. I think you're tired of the regular grind of just doing things just to do them. I think there's more of a call for you to do things that are a little bit more authentic and purposeful to your being and your spirit and your soul. And also with this King of Cups here in reverse, I feel like somebody somebody in your life is just not emotionally available to show up the way that you'd like them to. It's somebody who you looked up to. It's somebody who you thought highly of, and it's like they just can't emotionally give to you. Again, that give and take, that reciprocal energy. They just unfortunately, you're just emotionally unavailable. They're just not healed. I mean, that's really all I can say. Also, I feel like when you decide to move on and you decide to go into this new direction, there are definitely going to be people, maybe even this person or this situation, that is kind of keeping tabs on you, looking to see like where you're going, what you're doing, because they're curious about how you're moving forward with your life and how you're getting on without them now, or without that business. Anything else for my Scorpio collective, please, and thank you. Yeah, we have the Eight of Swords here. I think you're really trying to see how you can free yourself from this situation. And I think you made a decision to take the blindfolds off and see the situation for what it was. And to really go back to who you are authentically, like I said earlier, and finding out who the F you are as a human being, and regaining that confidence and that clarity, and really doing some internal healing. Because with this Eight of Swords here, if you look at it, I mean, here she's bound up in the mirror, but here she is totally free. Like, you're free of this, and you have free will and free choice to make these decisions, and you aren't bound by your job or people that you choose to have in your life. You can make a different decision. And so I think the biggest message here for Scorpios is it's time to move on with something, and only you know what that is, right? Yeah. There's something also that you're mourning. And it could be the loss of this, maybe you've been in this business field for a long time, or maybe you lost somebody close to you, but there is a sense of loss, but you are being covered, you are being protected, even though you're feeling not the best right now with this Four of Cups. It's like Spirit is really still looking out for you, even though you're having a difficult time with all of this revelation that's come to you about your life and all that. Hostilities, card number 26, breaks down to a 9. We'll read this out of the book. Defenses up, aggressive energy. This card shows a man raising his sword in readiness to do battle. When it comes upright, it reveals a situation where hostilities towards you or are about to be, or have already been engaged. So the aggressive energy may be verbal, emotional, or with someone in your environment. Be excessively critical, demanding, or hurtful. The energy may be verbal or emotional with someone in your environment, being excessively critical, demanding, or hurtful. In a work or social situation, there may be backstabbing or out slander going on. This is different from the deceit card because the hostile energies are more apparent. They're more overt. In fact, you may have been living with them for some time, but whether this is new or old energy, now is the time to regain control. Allowing dishonoring treatment from others is an open invitation to the universe to send you more. It may feel risky, but you need to have the courage to stand up for yourself now and always. I told you, it's about walking away. It's about gaining that self-confidence, realizing who you are. Your affirmation is, I am receiving the peaceful, harmonious treatment I deserve in my life. I set boundaries and make reasonable requests, and I make my expectations clear. Woo-wee! If that ain't what I just said, I don't know what is. All right, let's get one more. You've had enough, Scorpio. You have had enough. Whoa, that flew. I'm interested to see what that is. High Priestess of Earth. Card number 3. When you choose the symbol of the High Priestess of Earth, the goddess of the night, I'm nudging you to take care of your health and your beautiful body. The High Priestess of the Earth symbolizes all things in the physical world. Your body, the body of the earth, and the things you surround yourself with. Now is the time to eat well, get rest, and connect to the power of the earth by walking barefoot. Be mindful, knowing that you're a child of flesh and bone who came alive through the blending of earth magic and your spirit. If your question is about a situation with a friend or a love interest, Know that the High Priestess of Earth is asking you to wait until you see tangible evidence of what you're seeking to understand about the relationship. Perhaps a first kiss or some shared activity will give you more insight to your question. Stay grounded and wait and see. Remember when I said you're like floating? I said that earlier. I said you're not anchored when I showed you the Six of Swords here. And the anchor is like floating in the air. There is a sense for the Scorpio collective that is very intense here about being grounded. So do whatever you can do out in nature that makes you feel more grounded. If this is planting flowers, if this is just being out in the sun, if this is being by water, a lake, an ocean, a river, being in nature. But there's something here really significant about you really feeling like you're planted and you're grounded, so you can make those decisions in a wise manner of what you're going to do. We're going to get one more card and then we'll close this out. Free yourself. It's time to take back. You can't make it up, Scorpio. You can't make it up. This whole reading is about this. It's time to take back control of your life. Free yourself. Eight of Swords energy, for real. Scorpios, if this message resonated with you, comment down below how it is. And I am sending you all my love, light, and sprinkles. Have the most fabulous day ahead. And look out, I will be doing a love reading soon for you. All the best. Till next time.